benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. But honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince, I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's what Rap a Lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover.
They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up
with the Tennessee Titans. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Stevenson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Back to throw. Moran eluding and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And now another timeout here called by the Titans. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Operating from the gun, Moran. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
Nagar's kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Off play action. Moran. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They'll run on 1st down. Wiggins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. It's Stevenson, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
To throw on 3rd down, Moran. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Titans on one play have taken the lead.
No problem there on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Not the trick.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Off the play fake. Moran. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Mike's 56. Hey, tight down. There you go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Looking to throw. Moran. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're going louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Escaping the pressure right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and did.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. Got a man complete, it's Taylor. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Rolling, and it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. The point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Moran. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
56, right there, 56.
Off play action. Moran. He finds his man complete. That's Stevenson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. On 3rd down, Stevenson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you've got to get some points here. Hey, you're riding it big time. Go get it done.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time he is in. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And Washington has made this a one-score game. An extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
From the gun, Foster, flushed out right. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, Foster dancing to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Taylor. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll look to throw again.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Flush to his right. That's complete to Sharp.
And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Foster. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets up. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Foster.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Foster. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On 1st down, it's Stevenson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake. Moran.
That one is slant to McLaurin.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Moran. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Second and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Off play action. Moran. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
And Washington able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Wiggins. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
They'll run on first down. Stevenson.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down at 4.
Back to throw. Moran. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And Washington has retaken the lead. An extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. On third down, Wiggins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, it's Stevenson, and running with power here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Off the play fake, Moran. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevenson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down now, it's Stevenson. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Moran. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 48 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. The extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. They'll keep it on the ground. Wiggins. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Foster. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Wiggins. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Wiggins, only a couple there, as he'll be brought down about the 28. Here's Foster. From the gun on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. That one caught by Carter. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
from the gun. They'll try to run it.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Foster sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions. But they need 7 yards here. Looking to throw. Foster. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, Moran.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Stevenson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away into 4.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 27. Then he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington,
their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.